Well, I've been playing this wonderful game of golf for some 40 years plus now, and I'm now in my television role as I walk down the range and I study the best players in the world and I ask them questions. What are you working on this week? And they usually say, well, it's my grip, my posture, my alignment, maybe tweaked my ball position just a little bit. And it just shows you how, whether you're an absolute beginner in this game or you're the best players in the world, the fundamentals of this game have really stood the test of time. And let me just explain to you just a couple of my really key ones here. The grip is obviously extremely important. It's your only contact with the golf club. And a bit like tennis, it kind of, for me, I feel wherever my right hand, wherever the palm of my right hand goes, it's got to match the club face, because obviously I can manipulate the club face a little bit through the shots. Alignment is one of my absolute musts. When you come and work on the range, this is one of the things I've done for the whole of my career. I simply put a club down, point it parallel as if it's like railway tracks to my target, and then from that, the feedback you'll get from that is absolutely amazing. And then your posture, of course, that's got to come alive, and it's all in the legs. And I know as you club golfers at home, you always say to your mates, well, I hit that shot and I was moving my head. Well, if your knees are moving, your head is moving. If your knees are working well, guess what? Now my head is nice and level. So there's a very simple way of curing that problem. And the next one, of course, is ball position. With better alignment, better posture, you'll start to get the golf ball in the correct position, where at least when you start to strike the ground, the golf ball is always in the right place. So those are kind of the pre-shot things I want you to work on. And then I'm going to run you through my key points in the golf swing. So very simply, after we've built a great posture, we've got to get the takeaway to work. And so number one is how we make this all turn together. So often, the club golfer will pick it up, or their arms go in all sorts of different places. So for me, it comes from my belly. From my belly or my belt buckle, how well that turns. And we're trying to transfer the weight to the right knee as well. So that, as I spoke, knees are so important in my golf swing. So as we take the club away, then we apply the set to the club. So now from this position, we've got to get a full turn. So the absolute priority for me was always to see my left shoulder under my chin, but you can see how this is resisting. The right knee's got to resist, the right hip's got to turn the right amount to get you fully cranked up with your back facing the target. And then from there, we'll talk about the transition and how you initially get to this lovely little pull down, this separation where the left shoulder comes away from your left chin. See how the left side pulls, the hips pull, the shoulders pull, and you start to unwind down through impact. Now, what I've seen over the years for you golfers at home is the golf ball has always been your priority, to hit the golf ball. And what I want you to do, which like many professionals do, we collect the golf ball. This fella just gets in our way, on our way to a follow-through position. This is the finish of the golf swing. This is the result of the golf swing, not hitting the golf ball. So I'm going to help you to collect the golf ball through, clearing absolutely correctly and firing through and learning how to release the right shoulder. So what I want to show you throughout the book, another one of the key areas, is how to release this right leg. I think this is one of the major problems for you at home. This is kind of like the trend, the move swinging through. You think, well, I've made a full follow through, but your stomach is still pointing well right to the target. You haven't quite got fully through, and this causes all sorts of shots. So it's by simply learning to release this right foot, get the right knee, as I call it, to kiss the left knee, send that one through, follow through, and I want this to be your finish, where everything, your belt buckle, your chest, your eyes, and hold that finish and hold that balance for a couple of seconds.